grab a cup and you fill it up with
Yeah,
water.
you can make all the
and
pretty analogies you want. It doesn't change the fact of the matter that
It's
quantitative easing was the primary cause of
It's
inflation.
okay. Now,
The
if the
federal government buying
okay,
publicly
we're just
held
gonna repeat
stocks
yourself for.
in order to prevent the stock market from crashing was the primary cause of the inflation.
So maybe you're
That's what
answering
they
the
were
wrong.
printing money to
Calm
do,
down. Calm down.
Samoa.
So maybe you're answering the wrong question. If I were to ask you, Cora, what would you attribute to filling the cup up with? Your answer would be quantitative easing. If the question is, Cora, what made the water spill over? Your answer is what?
Quantitative easing.
See, and that's how you lose a debate. Armando, how you feel now, bruh?
No,
You see how
it's a
dumb that was?
stupid analogy,
You
Samoa.
see how dumb
Just
that
because
was?
you can make a stupid analogy.
It's too easy, bro. It's too easy.
bro.
Oh my goodness.
It's so dumb.
And Cora is their best.
Listen, go and every other leftist that is on the chat line. They know what it was.
Yeah, Samoa doesn't even know what quantitative easing is.
Hold
even though I
on,
just
hold
told
on.
him twice.
Hold on, calm down. So every leftist knows this because the economists on left and right, they both agreed that 1.9 trillion, the economic ramifications that we would have to experience is inevitable, especially with the Inflation Reduction Act and then the CHIPS Science Act. They went on a spending spree, and the supply chain was critically injured at that point. So there was too much money in circulation, not enough goods. And what does that give us, Cora? Too much money, not enough goods. What does that give us, Cora? Hello? Cora?
What goods are you talking about? Are you talking about durable goods? Or what are you talking about?
Supply chain, anything that's on the other end of the chain, supply chain, goods, things that you buy, commodities, products,
Yeah.
things
Part
like
of
that.
the reason why
Too
there was
much
so
money,
much
not enough
demand
product.
is
What does that
people were
mean?
at home, right? People are at home and they started doing shit that they normally don't do.
Oh, no, wait, hold on.
So the price of lumber went up, because everyone's building that new deck that they had always wanted to build.
Thank
all
you.
that kind of shit.
Thank you, Cora. And the reason why they were at home is because the $1.9 trillion put more money in their pocket than they would have been able to get from going to work.
That's not
right?
right. Oh my goodness.
Hold on. Yes or no?
They couldn't go to work.
Yes. Hold on. They couldn't go to work because the government forced them to stay home, right?
That depends on the states. I mean, throw it back to the states.
Oh my goodness. Okay, good. So then we'll just point this out again. The private sector had to compete with the federal government, and when the federal government was putting money in people's pockets,
the private sector was being buoyed by the federal government.
All right, so I'll point this out again. I have a McDonald's.
What is the Paycheck Protection Program?
Wait on. Yeah.
What about all of these companies that they could just furlough their workers instead of completely laying them off and losing them?
Do you
because
agree?
They were able to put them on unemployment.
All right, so I think we're saying the same thing.
So that saves them money on training when they bring people back.
So I think we're saying the same thing. Do you agree that McDonald's in Portland and Seattle were offering people for entry-level pay, compensation for services rendered, $23, which was $5 above minimum wage? Yes or no?
That wouldn't be $5 a bit. We might be in Seattle, but not in Portland.
It was $18 was what minimum wage was at that time. Yes
not in Portland. It was $15.25.
Okay. Well, so were they offering them something significantly higher than minimum wage?
Every job in Portland, because that's all I can speak on, because that was the only job market I track regularly, right? Was starting at about $22 an hour. Yeah.
Oh, so you're saying that it paid $7 more because of the fact that they had to raise up the incentive for people to go to work during COVID because they weren't able to get them in the door for the regular market value.
Yeah, people finally decided that rather than inflating their lifestyle, they actually valued staying home more. So it put pressure on the labor market. So
right. So the federal government purposefully put pressure on the private sector, on the labor market, by putting money in people's pockets, right? They were making more money off of unemployment and off of other programs than they would have working an hour-to-hour shift at McDonald's, right?
Yeah, but that went into effect during the CARES Act.
No, it didn't, because they didn't even start opening up until 2021 when Joe Biden came in. So if you're looking at individual states, this is when we were saying that the Sun Belt states
the unemployment insurance went into place in like May of 2020.
Yes, and then we're looking at the PPP loans. Right, you were talking about the PPP loans, the PH. So, anyways, the point I'm making is
appropriated by the Trump administration.
No. I'm talking about when he was warned before the American Rescue Plan, you have to open up. We have the vaccines. Donald Trump delivered with Operation Warp Speed. The vaccines are in arms right now. We need to start opening up. We need to open up because we cannot be sustainable with government just printing money, allowing people just to stay home. He did not
Again,
heed
you're
to the
putting
warning.
way too much on the American Rescue Plan. It's silly.
Well, because that's what he was warned of.
Because
Would you like me
by
to show you
then,
the receipts?
inflation had already reached 12% from prior
Oh no,
acts.
no, that's absolutely a lie. Inflation never even reached 9 until 2022. It reached
Oh, let me go look at the
9.4%.
quarterly charts.
Absolutely, look it up. You're going to see 9% in late 2022 or 2023, and then it started coming down. The fact of the matter is this: you don't know what you're talking about. This is like the 9th time you lost a debate, and every single ape is seeing you slip on a pill of a banana right now. That's exactly what's happening right now. You don't understand the analogy because you unfortunately don't appreciate the form of debate. In a debate, you corner people, you leave them explaining, and you leave them without any other way to go. You have no other choice but to concede. What I'm talking about is a factual matter, not open for debate, but yet you argue as if it's open.
No, this is your interpretation of what the cause was. I already
That's a
gave you the
backup.
primary cause of
That's
inflation.
easy money. It's easy money. Thank you very much,
No,
Cora,
it's just this is how
thank you
Samoa
for
debates.
participating. Well,
This is how Samoa debates. He says, "Look, my interpretation is factual. It's not.
It's not my interpretation. Here, I'll give you
Yeah,
the link
it is
right
your
now.
interpretation, Samoa.
All right, hold on. So what I'm going to do is provide the receipts for the fact pattern that I laid out in the actual debate. And then I'm telling you that these are the economists that worked for the Barack Obama and Joe Biden administration back in 2008, 2012. Right? And this is the warnings of the American Rescue Act. Done data. Thank you for participating. All you apes, please close the door on your way out.
Damn, son.
That was a pack-up.
Well, you guys.
All right, big enough, Father Jacobus. Pray for them. Father Jacobus.
With no link, no nothing, huh? You guys are just applauding this bullshit. You guys are a bunch of suckers, though.
No. Listen, she said I packed you up.
Yes, man.
Cora didn't say anything. Silent is consent.
Samoa's voice, because I swear to you, he sounds soft.
No, I just don't need to respond to Samoa.
We know, Cora.
Again, he doesn't actually debate. He just says his interpretation of any issue is the only fact-based interpretation, doesn't really back it up, and then declares victory. So there you go.
I don't need to respond. I don't need to respond.
He doesn't need to back
if you really
it up
won,
if he can debunk
because
you,
I didn't understand how you won, and I think you're like celebrating for no reason. Can you
if you read the link,
hold on? Can you say it in
you
one
wanted the
sentence?
link, right?
Your point. Tell me your entire point in one sentence.
Here it goes. The link solidifies the position that the American Rescue Act that was pushed forward against all of the warnings from both sides was critical in the inflation that all of us experienced by Joseph Biden. The link's in the chat.
And your point is?
That she blamed it on quantitative
it says
easing.
Worsened. It doesn't say cause.
Wait, hold on. So I gave you a source that you would find unbiased. So just read through it. You'll see the actual fact pattern, and you'll be able to be connected to the economist that said, don't do it. So her point was the reasoning for inflation was quantitative easing. I said, no, it was this. That's the debate. And I'm providing
But here's the thing, Samoa. All the other countries around the world.
What are you saying that Biden ignored
all the other countries around the world also had high
ignore the warning
rates,
and
also had
against
high
the private
rates, but
Hold on,
they
Cora,
didn't
you
have
had
an
your
American
opportunity.
reduction
Cora, come on, man.
Let her. She fighting for her life right now.
He actually brought inflation down faster.
All right, cool. So just real quick, Armando.
We've done better than other countries.
All right,
so
cool.
how do you explain the other countries having high inflation rates?
Like after you chop the head off a snake, the snake, depending on who's in the way, it still like bites the head. The decapitated head still bites, and sometimes it bites the tail. That's what's going on right now.
Right, and I just want to make sure everybody can kind of understand this. When somebody says, "Hey, everybody else around the world's ass is shitty because they didn't wipe their ass," doesn't explain why Cora didn't wipe her ass. We're focused on Cora not wiping her ass. So let's just focus on that. So let's not use the red herring by talking about every other country, because every other country doesn't have the exact same dynamics as the United States of America. We are the biggest, baddest bully on the block. and we should solidify our position at the top. That's where we're at. So again, she said it was quantitative easing, right? And I said that it was the American Rescue Plan. And what it did was it competed against the private sector and the labor. Well, she already agreed with me. That's how she took the L. She agreed with me that in Portland they had to go $7 more than minimum wage just to incentivize people to go to work because people had more money in their pockets. Yes,
I got a $1,250 check from Donald Trump with his signature on it.
Well, that was $1,200.
And he also put all those unemployment programs in place.
Well, $1,200, right, and then $600.
The American Rescue Plan responsible for causing inflation?
Because by them delaying the opening of the economy, it allowed us to move into hyperinflation. The earlier you open, the less impact.
That was from quantitative easing and the Fed raising interest rates to wean us off of it.
Sorry. What was Donald Trump's interest rate with the Fed?
I understand how economies work.
Hold on. Tell us when the Fed raised interest rates for the first time. What was the interest rate for Donald Trump?
It was in, let's see, I want to say November of 2020.
Raised to what?
They raised it by 1.25%, I think.
Yeah, that's absolutely a lot. Yeah, so they go by quarter points.
I'm just going off of my memory.
Yeah, well, that sucks. I just want to make sure everybody understands that what we were talking about is how the federal government, specifically the federal government, was challenging the labor force and the private sector to raise their actual wages so that they can have political fodder for the election. And then you see them moving to promising people to forgive student loans and all these other promises because it was right before 2022. And that's why they did what they did. They understood that there was a crisis and they needed to take advantage of it. And that's what they did. This is what politicians do. They take advantage of a crisis. They never let it go to waste. And this is the reason why we had experienced what we had experienced, especially with the 25 million more compadres that we had coming over the border, which actually put a strain on our on our housing markets and so on and so forth. But Cora knows all about that. We already had this debate before. She lost that one as well. Thank you very much for participating, Cora. And for any other apes that have any questions, please type into the box here. And welcome to Chillism. And make sure you guys close the door on the way out.
How again are these people putting a strain on the housing market?
25 million people need to be housed somewhere.
And they're being rented out by people that own these places?
Who?
Are they staying there for free?
The reason why the housing market is under strain is because we
I know why it's under strain. I'm just asking questions.
We underproduced housing.
I know that. I'm just asking questions.
All right, well, I'll fall back.
Because I know it's not because of 25 million people.
Well, if you have 25 million people
renting from somebody,
and you don't,
that means those houses already owned.
Wait, hold on. So if there's 25 million more people that need to be housed in rental properties, it doesn't really matter who owns them. There's a scarcity of housing. And when there's a scarcity, the value of said commodity starts to rise.
So it's not because of the private equities that own like a bunch of properties. Like in places like Atlanta, where it's like half.
If you take 25 million people out of the country, there'll be less demand.
I don't know that that's even true.
It doesn't even matter. Fucking 2,500. Who cares? If you take them out of the market, there'll be more homes to rent. Value of rent, obligation goes down. It's just the way the economy works. The more
the rent prices aren't being increased by.
Bro, I don't want to do the chillism on chillism crime. Come on, bro, this is crazy.
Yeah, if you take.
Wait! Oh, my bad. I didn't know you was arguing. I knew. My bad, Moore. My bad, some more. You didn't tell me, fam. My bad. I forgot.
25 million people out of the country.
What was you saying, Small? Was it 25 million? Yeah, it's 25 million, Cora. What you talking about? And if you get rid of them people, we have more freaking supply. Man, back up, Cora. Back up. My bad, Small. My bad.
No, you got it.
So if you take 25 million people out of the country, wages are going to go up, which is going to allow consumers to bid up rent prices. So no, it's not going to bring rent prices down.
Isn't raising wages a good thing?
Yeah, I'm fine with raising wages.
So what's the problem?
I don't think we need to take 25 million people out of the country. I mean, it's like.
Didn't you just say that we'll raise wages?
We already have like
isn't one of the problems that we have here wage stagnation?
Unemployment rate. We already have a very low unemployment rate.
But isn't one of the biggest problems in this economy wage stagnation, right? Because a lot of people are living credit card to credit card. Matter of fact, the average American doesn't even have $1,000 for an emergency. But if you raise wages, they could have $1,000.
Well, the thing is that Americans are going to have to be willing to work for those low wage jobs,
right?
Even if they're only slightly better than low wages. So,
but those building the houses are being deported also, and so there's going to be fewer construction occurrences. So that'll be fewer houses to fill.
No, if you deport the people building houses, you can just hire Americans to build said houses. Bam, got him.
Skills, Finley.
America shouldn't want,
fucker.
America shouldn't want to bring shitty jobs back to America. Like they shouldn't want to bring shitty jobs back here. You should have foreigners do shitty jobs, not Americans. If you're a wealthy nation, why do you want Americans doing shitty jobs?
Listen to the arrogance of that Canadian elitist.
Is that a Canadian? Why is he even talking?
It's the virtue of America to not enslave the bottom class, to not be classist.
Do Canadians even build anything?
Don't do Jeremy like that. Don't do Jeremy like that.
Canadians have a glue.
Hey, so
I think roofing is a shitty job.
Samoa, much like he doesn't understand financial markets and economics in general, he doesn't understand how housing equilibrium works.
Oh, thank you. I'm just using Kamala Harris's plan about increasing the housing supply, which will leave a direct line to lesser prices.
Oh wait, didn't she lose because that was a bad idea?
Shit, isn't that what she
lost?
Bad.
My fault.
I'm sorry.
My fault.
I mean, everybody voted for her. I would think that what she was
it won't
saying
lower prices, but it'll.
I think she got less votes though because it was a bad idea.
It'll slow the rate at which the prices go up.
Oh, all right, cool. But I heard Canada put a freeze on immigrants. Is that true? Racist ass people. Is that true?
Wait. Not the racist people, not the Canadian.
That's the home of
that was funny.
That it costs a certain amount to construct housing of any kind. The materials and labor cost a certain amount. And so you have to have a certain level of achievable rents or sales prices in order to justify building the housing. And if you can't actually achieve that, then the housing won't get built, no matter how much subsidy that you put into it.
So I think the justification would be taking 7 million American citizens that are disengaged from the workforce and actually applying
there are
and incentivizing them.
programs right now. Go out and
hold on. We're talking about 7 million American citizens that are on some sort of a safety net, disability or whatever program that are able-bodied, categorized as able-bodied. Get them engaged back into the workforce. Allow them to make an honest living. You can get them off of the safety nets and on to actually contributing to the larger collective. Isn't that the way it's supposed to work?
Would you hire somebody with severe bipolar disorder that is unreliable to come be on your concrete pouring crew?
If they're American, yes.
I don't even think you could insure them actually if they were a danger.
Hold on. The government would actually break you off a percentage if you hire these types of people. It's an incentive. They'll say, hey,
to some extent, there is a disability rebate, like 60% of the revenue can be covered, but the person still has to qualify for the basic task.
Absolutely. And I'm talking about able-bodied people that are categorized, and not even disabled people, but people that are like drug addicts or people that are living with their mom.
Oh yeah,
people that are living off of
drug addicts around construction equipment.
Yeah, you don't think people should have a second chance at life?
You can't even pass the DOT requirement to drive.
Hold on, you don't think that people should find a pathway back? You don't think that people should have a good experience in life? You don't think that people should deserve like a second or third chance, especially when they made bad mistakes and they're going down this path of drug addiction? You don't think that we should help our American citizens?
You think the disabled
if they've been clean for a long time and can pass a piss test, sure.
Yeah, but how are they supposed to get clean if we don't help them?
Actively in addiction.
Corey, do you know how easy it is to pass a piss test at fucking
Of course, she's in Oregon. Of course she does.
Clinics?
Dude, I worked for a transit agency. I know what DOT
Yeah, she knows.
tests
She lives in Portland or near it. Yeah, of course they know.
I got on my last test. I got a C-, man. I still passed though.
Hey, Samo, do you think everyone should have to join the army, the military, because it's the American thing to do?
No.
Do you think no? But you want the disabled to be put back in work, even if they're mentally disabled, they're incapable of performing. Like, do your job and get back to work.
Hey, Ike, where in what I said did you get what you said? How did that happen?
Well, just because you mentioned something about the virtue, I guess, and what Americans are, to have a second chance to do right by yourself. That's what I picked up, right? Maybe you're talking just about drug addicts, but you had folded in disabled there.
No, able body. Like people that are categorized able body that
thing
are just
with people that have
disenfranchised from the work.
actually qualified
Golly, what
for
the hell?
disability
Oh,
benefits
shit.
is that they've already demonstrated that their disability prevents them from doing
Absolutely
one or
not.
more critical life activities. That makes them not good,
absolutely
reliable
not.
employees. They need a lot of support at work. They need a lot of accommodations.
Right, and the government offers these.
That's not ideal for a construction crew.
Yeah, this is amazing. Look at this. True colors are being shown.
It's not about money.
What we're saying
By the end of the day, Danny, special Danny boy, is gonna get a job pouring concrete.
What we're talking about is 7 million American citizens that are males that are disengaged from the workforce. All I'm saying is that you're trying to find the exception and not the rule, right? You're looking
But
for
7 million isn't 25 million, Samoa.
Yeah, so 7 million. We can start there.
Okay, have you gone through and actually evaluated the demographics?
Just hold on. There is not one person in Washington, D.C. that thinks that they're going to remove 25 million people immediately. They started
I
off
think
with
the borders are.
no. They said they're going to start with 1.3 million of those that already have deportation warrants declared, right? So we're going to start with those guys, and then we're going to move around.
Engaged in the labor force. Have you looked at the actual demographics? How many of them are like 58 years old? How many of them are choosing to stay home because it's actually cheaper as far as childcare goes?
So obvious.
They are actually staying home for a reason. Like,
all right. So obviously, you don't know where the 7 million number came from. You could just ask me. It's from the age groups of 18 to 34. So we're probably not talking about anybody over there.
Yeah, it comes from the Bureau of Labor Statistics, Samoa. I know where.
All right. So then, why would you say 58?
No, I said age 58. Like what?
Why?
Well, I was asking you.
Because Tyson lost and he's 58.
That's a good question. If it comes from the Bureau of Labor Statistics, and it's specifically talking about a specific age group, you did just pull 58 out of nowhere.
All right. So this right here is a clear example of why the talking.
I think we should do a shootout instead. I think we should just do a shootout instead.
Yeah, we're inclusive, but chillism clearly is a different level. There's a different standard here. Clearly. It's been demonstrated over and over and over. Even when we're able to be so malleable that we'll move into what your perceived wheelhouse is and still bubble you down. Brother, did it take you that
I think the reason she brought up 58 is because that's basically when people would like to retire now. If they're already on a fixed low income, their preference is not to get back into the workforce at that point because they're within like 7 years of actual retirement. So they would rather take a lower amount, right? Because Cora makes the statement and then you believe your own reasons as to why she made the statement doesn't make your argument better just because she couldn't, back it up with some other. Go ahead.
The problem is they can't compare to us intellectually or in the room. They don't even have the numbers to compare to us. They just washed up. Sorry, go ahead, Simone.
Nope, you're all good, Nathan.
When you come at the king, you better be prepared.
Though, right?
Hold on. How long has
totally
this been?
No. Go ahead, Samoa.
No, I just want Ike to know this.
Want to talk about these things.
Yeah, so I think Ike is a brilliant mind, and I know what you're trying to do, but it's not on this one. On this one, it is a clear demonstration of off the cuff, of enthusiasm.
Bro, is everybody in this room asleep, bro? What the fuck? It's like everybody
that's what Samoa does.
We open a room for 3 hours. You open it up for 4 days. You fucking animal.
Everybody here's asleep, bro.
Bro, the ape said that we're animals. How the fuck does that work? What the hell? You're the ape.
We're all
Brother, like 5 niggas away.
Silly.
Just a reminder, we're great apes. You know, we got to move up in the evolutionary ladder, folks. So just a reminder, we're not apes. We're great apes. Some would say, in
are
fact,
you
the
an ape?
greatest.
Watchman, you're the colloquial ape.
The greatest.
Bro, there's levels to this.
No,
Jeremy knows
orangutans are
that.
definitely the greatest apes. Orangutans
Jeremy,
are fucking cool.
Okay, Jeremy
yeah,
knows.
an orangutan versus shotgun or bazooka.
But Jeremy knows and Cora knows, and the reason why you guys are here is because they had a
Yeah,
mess around
we
and
know
find
that
out.
you're a motivated reasoner.
Right, they had to F around and find out, and that's why you guys are here, because they had
they're here because
another underclassman.
Like
they're here because they wanted to see the show.
Because you don't have
Y'all wanted to watch. Y'all wanted to watch the show. Y'all wanted to be a part of the show. Y'all wanted to be a part of the show, bro. This is the second time you came up in here and you got your one-on-one and you guys left
and we're
defeated.
Question of whether
the worst thing about it is they were screaming, Cora!
Why people are staying out of the workforce.
And they let her just get her ass beat. That was bad.
And Cora, I'm sorry that this is you because you know I mess with you. But listen,
you guys are weak.
You decided to go to. You decided to go to. Listen, you decided to go. You decided to chill with this. You decided to go.
Samoa didn't even post the link that he promised to
Samoa's
post.
just demonstrated.
You guys are over there.
Cora, you gotta hold that L.
Look at the comments though.
Printed
Scroll through the comments. Samoa didn't post the link he promised to post.
Understand where most of the printed money went. He doesn't understand the core causes of the hyperinflation. He doesn't understand how housing market equilibrium works. And he didn't look into the actual demographics.
What do you mean? I don't see it.
Bro, she's reading it, right? The link I put in there, she's reading it, bro.
No, I'm not.
Oh my goodness, this is horrible. You clearly said
you was going to post the link. Post the link.
Hold on. The reason why I know she read it.
You send it to her in her back chat or something. You ain't post that link.
What are you talking about,
Because
Samoa?
hold on, Cora. This was the comment that you made verbatim. You said, "Look, it said that it had to
19 minutes ago. There you go.
Commander Cobra.
Bro, I don't believe you won because you said you won, nigga. You a nagging bitch.
No, I said I won because she said I won, you fat boy. That's why I said I won.
No, I didn't.
We know you fat too. We can hear the heavy breath, bro. We can hear the heavy ass breathing.
Yeah, so put those empanadas down and shut the fuck up. Why don't you do that?
Fat boy.
Nigga, all you niggas sound fat to me too, nigga. I don't fucking point it out, nigga.
And then I have to
shut your big titty oven ass up.
Fat boy.
Is there anything you know, Samoa? Like anything? Any topic of
the Jeremy, you better go suck on Watchman titty. Go ahead. Go suck on Armando titty. Not gonna send you feedback, right?
It was 7.8.
Well, the
0.4 trillion.
It's not worth it, Ike.
White women's vaginas look like strawberry shortcake.
4.3. So I wonder.
So real quick,
CARES Act versus
Yeah,
the American
yeah. Hold on.
Rescue
Yeah.
is
All
actually
right,
the
cool.
core cause of inflation.
So this is the
It
problem.
probably was the CARES Act, but we
Okay, cool.
needed the CARES Act, which is
All right,
fine.
cool.
But we're gonna
So-
have a
Oh
problem
my
with the American
goodness.
Rescue
I
Plan
believe it was
because
Samoa
our
that
My only point was that the downslide of the expenditure
what you're
did
doing right now,
go
man.
into Biden. Like Biden had to take the huge Trump debt, and now Trump is promising, hey, look, there is also going to be a downturn. Right when I come in, you're gonna feel a loss before it gets better. Right?
a downturn.
Come on, Ike.
I'm just saying.
Most economists are
I could not
predicting
deny that
we'll
fact.
be
That was a fucking fact, Samoa.
No, I hear
Look
what
at
you're
look
saying.
at Trump's expenditure to Biden. Just look it up. Just look it up.
I already know it.
I know you got your reasons. I know you got your reasons as to why it's because Biden had all those regulations and everything you're mentioning.
What are you doing right now, bro?
Now I'm arguing on your behalf because I hear you're going to give me an argument of pushback on this. Either you're going to deny it as a fact or you're going to go pushback.
No, all I'm gonna say is that if you look at the numbers, she said 8.4. That's a pretty extreme number. It was
Commander Cobra
7.89.
says no.
But even if we just say 8 trillion, or that's fine. Like, we can just say it's 9. The reason why every leftist economist and anybody who's actually honest about this conversation, whenever they talk about it, they don't attribute COVID to Donald Trump's economy. They always start from where Donald Trump spent the 1.9 trillion all the way up to about $4 trillion.
No, we subtracted the cost of COVID, and he was still correct. We subtracted all that, and he was Chuck-a-bucket Biden was still correct. That's the one thing that fucker got me on.
What? Well, you're trying to rehash an argument with him. I would have killed him already.
No. But you'd be wrong. You can't subtract the COVID. Go ahead.
But I just wanted to make sure that we were clear here. So, Cora said this. She just said it. She said, Joe Biden has just spent $4.3 trillion without COVID, right?
I'm following.
I'm sorry, Samoa. Who was president longer during COVID?
You heard it. She said she's sorry. We already won. All right, let's move on.
Last time I
come on, Corey. You just said you were sorry.
He's like, Trump was only president for a little while when COVID, and COVID was mostly Biden's thing.
Everybody give Nathan the mic.
Which one is it, Samoa?
No, so this is Cora's fatal flaw. So listen to what Cora just said. She said that Donald Trump was president longer than Joe Biden during COVID-19. That is an absolute farce. When did COVID-19 finish? When was it declared over?
I didn't say it was longer, Samoa. What the fuck are you talking about?
You just said Donald Trump.
No, I said that the last time I talked to you on this, right, you tried to put all of the COVID shit onto Biden because he's been president longer during the COVID era, whereas Trump was actually president during the most impactful part of it, right?
Mm-hmm.
He still had huge fucking numbers of expenditure.
Because he's the one who had Operation Warp Speed. That's where all the money went. The vaccine.
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
Now,
okay, there we go. That's his reasoning. He's got a reason.
To do quantitative easing in the stock market.
Hold on, calm down.
Government bought a shitload of publicly traded stocks.
Calm down. The reason why people don't punch Donald Trump in the head for COVID-19 is because everybody wanted the vaccines and we paid for it. Hand over fist. The problem is a lot of people don't even know that more people died.
You're oversimplifying the shit.
More people died from COVID underneath Joe Biden's administration than Donald Trump's administration. That's disgusting. Super disgusting. But the point of the matter is, again,
do more people die over the course of 3 years rather than 6 months? Simone?
Hold on.
I wonder how that.
So Joe Biden could have opened up, right? Because everybody remembers this, right? Everybody remembers the Sun Belt. The Sun Belt, they were anti-vaxxers. Everybody wanted to just shit all over Arizona, Texas, and Florida because they opened up early. And the rest of the blue states were just wagging their finger at them because Democrats purposefully kept their people locked down. They did not want to open up to allow American exceptionalism and the economy to roar. They didn't want it. They wanted to utilize.
Well, that's a different critique, but it's an important one.
I don't know if you're helping or what you're doing right now.
No, I don't know. Why do you? I don't have to be your ally or your enemy here. I'm just.
I don't know what you're doing right now because I don't know if you know.
Black women's vaginas look like ham on dark rye.
And I think that's it. But hey, Jeremy, what's up with the immigrants out there in Canada? You guys allowing them in or no? You guys racist, or no?
No, we control our borders, man. We don't let tens of thousands of illegal immigrants over our border every day because we control our border. I don't know why you guys do that. We also make it super easy to bring immigrants in to work at Tim Hortons because we also don't want to do that. We're a wealthy fucking nation.
Well, thank you very much for agreeing that defending your border is racist.
Riddle me this then. Why does not one single immigrant work in the general labor field, which absolutely nobody wants to fucking work in? Can you riddle me that?
Yeah,
why did they come into Canada and take all of the lazy fucking jobs? That doesn't make sense.
Tell us why they do that in Canada.
Hey, Nathan was on. Hey, Nathan was right on point with that too.
Somebody woke
Thank you for letting us know you're racist.
There are so many hippies it'll take fucking.
No, because the more Nathan speaks about Canada, the more that I know that Nathan not only doesn't pay fucking bills, but also doesn't have a fucking job. You must live in the middle of nowhere in your fucking mom's basement. Sorry, not Nathan, Jeremy. Like, I know damn fucking well you're not paying no bills and you don't fucking work under any company, bro. You are a closed-minded individual. Sure.
You're demonstrating your intelligence. That's awesome. So yeah, Canada
demonstrating my intelligence.
Yes, you are.
Okay, and how have you demonstrated your intelligence, Jeremy? No, let's talk about it. Let's talk about it.
Knowledge and Nathan. Hold on.
Because I've asked you one simple fucking question that you can't muster up, though.
And I'm asking Nathan,
that we open
is she right?
Tim
Do I live in my
Hortons
basement? Do I not work? Do I not pay bills? Do you guys think she's right?
100% you don't. You don't pay bills. You don't fucking work. 100%.
I'm asking Nathan or Knowledge to answer that.
I don't give a fuck what Nathan or Knowledge say. My opinion's my opinion, little man. That's how this works around here. You're not going to change my opinion until you prove me otherwise.
I know how it works in Chillism, Star. And so, yeah, immigration is different in Canada. We only let people in who are intelligent or wealthy or come in for a short period to do shitty jobs that we don't want to do because we're a fairly wealthy nation. That's how we do immigration.
That's not true. That's not true, my boy.
In what way is it not right?
I just told you 9 different ways why. First of all, they came here, they took all of the laziest fucking jobs they could find. Not a single fucking immigrant works within general labor at fucking all, which is the dead fucking end of having a job.
No immigrants
That's the job field nobody wants to put. So last time I checked, the food industry isn't the labor industry, right? I'm talking sheet metal. I'm talking garbage fucking warehouses full of trash that people have to sort through on a daily basis. I'm talking fucking the hard, heavy lifting that nobody wants to do, right? In America, all their immigrants came in and took on all those shitty ass fucking jobs that no one wants to do. In Canada, we gave them all the lazy fucking jobs. Now they're buying out businesses. They're buying out oil changing companies. They're becoming business owners. And pretty soon, you're going to be working for one of them. And you think that they came here to work the jobs nobody else wants to do? That's crazy to me.
So when immigrants come into our country, they're required to bring money to contribute to the economy. They don't have access to a lot of social programs.
That's not true. We give them money. We give them money. We give them houses, and we give them the opportunity to find a job working at a lazy ass place like Tim Hortons, where you fill a cup with fucking coffee. So you mean to tell me they came and took the teenagers' jobs?
So it's because Canadians don't want those jobs. And you also just said they come in and they buy up businesses.
No. I just told you that Canadians do want those jobs. 100%. What do you mean a Canadian doesn't want to pour coffee in a cup and get paid for it? That's mind-blowing to me. You think a Canadian would rather fucking pave concrete on a sidewalk bent over for 12 hours a day instead of fucking pour coffee in a cup and make the same fucking wage? Make that make sense, bro.
Yes, because I'll make it make sense because that construction worker is in the union. They get early retirement. They get massive benefits. They only have to work a limited number of hours a day.
Oh my God. See, 100% you've never had a job a day in your life. 100% you've never worked in the labor field or under a fucking union because you don't know shit that you're talking about. That's a fucking lie.
Yeah, all incorrect, but
I
sure.
hate to get in the middle of a
100% that's incorrect.
I hate to get in the middle of a Canadian
100%
fight,
incorrect.
but the union workers are the slowest, laziest human beings on the face of the earth.
100%.
And they start at minimum wage.
No shade to the union
100%.
workers. Secondarily,
100% concrete.
No concrete worker is ever bent over for 12 hours a day. That is ridiculous. I can tell you,
14 hours.
not even, not 12, not 14, nothing. Them dudes, they work hard, but is at different intervals. So when you're pouring concrete, you can wait for concrete, and you're working. Then the concrete is setting up, and you're not working it. You're chilling, and then you go back, do a little bit more. It's not 12 hours a day.
Come on,
It's a really big pour. But then there's a lot of guys.
You was being hyperbolic.
Well, no, of course, yeah. I just want to give a little extra context.
Insinuating that if you work for concrete and in the concrete or construction industry, that's a no skills job, that's the bottom of the rung. No, I'd say pouring coffee at Tim Hortons is the bottom rung. I'd say if you're working in the construction industry, that's a skilled set. Even if you're just painting lines on the road, like how like demeaning, like that is a skill set. That is a construction job. That is a career for a lot of people. That's not the bottom of the rung. Just because you think it is, that's just your opinion on how demeaning you think the construction industry is. I'm saying that, working at Tim Hortons, if they can't hire Canadians, let them hire foreigners to come in and do that job that Canadians want to do. That's the thing I'm saying. If you're a wealthy nation, why do you want to bring shitty jobs back to your country? Why do you want to bring clothing manufacturing back to your country? Why do you want to bring coal mining back to your country? Why would you want that if you're a wealthy nation?
I'm going to let you go on your little banter, make a fool of yourself some more. This is hilarious. It's funny to me.
That's Jeremy.
So you mean, I know, but you mean to tell me.
What Jeremy said was true. Like, America does, we specialize in value.
Would Jeremy, every single thing that just came out of Jeremy's mouth, for starters, is not true. And I'm going to break it down for you in the simplest way I can. Once all you pussies are done yelling over one another.
Why would we want, these, low-level jobs coming back to the United States for the sake of saying, we produce everything within our borders? I don't get it.
For the kids that are trying to make a break when they're fucking junior high and high school, they're the coffee pourers. You don't bring in the immigrants because you want the young Americans to take the fast food jobs to get their toe dipped in something, right?
Exactly, Ike. Thank you.
It's like a lot of the immigrants are also put in what I think is the lowest common denominator of job, which are like meat houses, slaughterhouses, blood cleanup, and then foraging and picking apples and for day labor. And to me, like I said, the virtue of America as Americana, even though it built its backs on slavery, now this idea that, like Jeremy kind of scooting this in, right? I don't disagree that this is what first nations do, or first world nations do, but it is kind of an import class of willing, quote unquote, slave labor, cheap labor, non-taxed labor, or they're paying in and not getting out. And so the country knows this, but it's gotten so used